what we put our attention and intention on grows. And so if I am focusing and looking for, putting my attention and my intention into savoring each moment, riding the pocket and the wave of that moment, it amplifies the energy that I currently have. Blessings and blessings, beautiful souls. My name is Preston Smiles, and I help people get free from the inside out, regardless of their external circumstances. And today's transmission is the Law of Savoring and 5 reasons why you should do it. Now, I'm going to start by saying that when I say and mean by savoring, now I'm going to start by saying what I mean by savoring. Savoring, defined to me, is being in and with any given moment in such a way that it produces a feeling tone where you can see more, experience more pleasure or whatever in such a way that it's noted, like a snapshot, like a screenshot in your mind. You know, I've had many moments at festivals and at Burning Man and when my children were being born and graduated from college and different things like that where you know, you take a moment to savor, to really let it land that this thing is happening. People often ask me on podcasts and things of that nature, hey P, how did you get to this place where you love your life that much? And I explained to them that one of the biggest shifts for me when I was a surf instructor living at my mom's house to becoming a multi-millionaire and owning, you know, a bunch of homes and assets and properties and all kinds of cool stuff was, because I still do it, was I started really counting my blessings. I started really picking up the subtle nuances and catching that, okay, so I'm on a plane. I'll give you an example. I was on a plane, into Costa Rica, and then backpack my way into and cross the border into Panama to go surfing with my buddy Josh. Now, I had very little money at this time, maybe $600 in my account. And yet, I'm sitting on this plane, which does have first class seats. And I thought to myself, whoever's in first class is going to Costa Rica. And I also am going. I'm sitting next to the toilet in the back, but I'm still going. And so next to the toilet, while people are, you know, pooping and having these moments, I'm also having this moment where I'm going, oh my God, thank you. I get it. The plane's still going to the same place. I still get to go. I get to experience. Then I not only had that moment, but then I got off the plane and I'm having these moments where, you know, I'm on a boat going from this island called Bocas del Toro to Isla Bastimentos, which is a all-black island in Panama. And I'm on a boat and I'm headed across and I'm like, bro, you were born in Compton and look at you now. Like, take this in. Don't miss what's happening. Don't get so caught up in trying to get to the waves that you're there to surf that you miss this boat ride. And then I got off the boat and I was greeted and there was all these black Panamanians and then I went and ate with them and I just kept having these moments where I'm like, letting it land was the name of the game, and it literally transformed my entirety. The body of my affairs, my actual physical body, my spiritual body, everything was transformed because I was savoring. So, reason number 1 to tune in and tap into savoring is it helps you connect to the divine. When you savor moments, when you get what's really there, it opens up a portal for you to see and connect with your maker. Whatever name is most potent for you, that part I don't care about. But I think we know enough now to know that something created all of this and all of us. And whatever that something is, I have a closer connection to it when I'm savoring and allowing moment by moment presence. Reason number two to allow and to amplify savoring is to align with your higher purpose. Now, I'm going to go deeper into that. I believe that we all have one purpose with many missions. One purpose. My purpose is to reflect and reveal God's love in only the way that I can. My mission changes on a need-to-know basis. When I am savoring and allowing moments to unfold, when I'm playing in the isness, and I'm creeping in from a spiritual perspective and opening and opening and opening, I am positioning myself to hear and see with the eye behind the eye what I'm here to give, to do, to be, to have. When I'm aligning with my higher mission, it connects directly to my purpose. And whether I know my purpose, like I know it concretely, or I just know it in the heart, the more I savor, the closer I am to that being solidified and locked in. Reason number 3 to step further into savoring is its energy amplification. Now, what I mean by that is what you appreciate appreciates, what we focus on expands, what we put our attention and intention on grows. And so if I am focusing and looking for, putting my attention and my intention into savoring each moment, riding the pocket and the wave of that moment, it amplifies the energy that I currently have. Now, I'm going to say it different. We cannot have what we want, but we may experience what we have. So if I am having a moment where I remember, if I am having a moment where I am celebrating, if I am having a moment where I get that this baby crying, that I'm gonna miss this thing, if I'm having a moment where I'm going through a breakup, but I realize that I get to feel my heart again, then what I'm having in that moment gets amplified. If I'm having a moment where I miss my mom or my dad or my late grandparents, and I'm riding the wave of grief, not from the space of badness or mental constructs, but like, wow, I'm alive. Oof, if I'm having a moment where I am tuned in, tapped in, and connected to the anger, which anger and creativity, anger tells us that there's something to burn down. Elevation requires separation. When I'm tapped into that anger and it reminds me to burn something, to separate from something, that gets amplified. Not in a negative way, because negative and positive are mental constructs. It's just, is this effective or ineffective? Does this work or does it not work for this moment? Oof. Number 4. But before I get to number 4, if you have not purchased my new book, Spiritual Millionaire, Unlocking the 7 Inner Laws of Abundance and Money, make sure you go to prestonsmiles.com/book and grab those immediately. Hear me loud and clear, y'all. I poured my lifeblood into this book. I poured all the tactics, all the tricks, all the tips that I had from years of positioning myself to go from making $30,000 a year to 2.6 million 7 years later. All of that is in that book. So make sure you get it right now. It's in the show notes. It's in the link below. Reason number 4 to tap in and tune in to savoring is it creates inner peace and harmony. Now this one's self-explanatory, but there's something really magical that happens when we are living our lives out in the way that they are intended to be lived. Now, I'll give you an example of if you saw a tiger skateboarding, you would say to yourself, that's an interesting tiger, but it doesn't seem like that's what tigers are supposed to do. But if you saw a tiger swimming through the water or jumping in a tree or chasing something, there's a thing where it goes, that fits, that clicks, that's exactly what tigers do. Well, humans are supposed to experience harmony and inner peace. We are just like nature. But because we have reflective consciousness, we have gotten into these thought patterns and gotten so far away from our true nature that the normality of lack, limitation, and scarcity has been living in our space. And so when you are savoring, you make it available to experience inner peace and harmony. And then number 5, last one. There's a law called the Law of Magnetism or the Law of Attraction. And the bottom line is you get not what you want, but what you're emanating, what you're vibrating from. I think it was Nikola Tesla that said, if you want to understand the world, the universe, think in terms of vibration and frequency. Well, all of us are vibrating. And when you are savoring the moment, when you are dropped in, tuned in, tapped in, and allowing yourself to feel all that is here in the most beautiful way possible, even when societally it says that it's not supposed to be beautiful, when you do that. Right? My dad, it was his birthday yesterday, and I cried and felt the human part of me grieving, not from negativity, but from like, wow, I love my dad. When you do that, you attract more of that frequency. And many of you are saying and calling in big lives. And so the name of the game is to put yourself in position. The best ability is availability. I become more and more available for Spirit to use me. Remember, Spirit can only do for you what it can do through you. And so I make myself available by savoring the moment. Whew. Blessings and blessings, y'all. Thank you for this beautiful opportunity to serve and support and love on each and every one of you. If you're watching this on YouTube, make sure you hit that red subscribe button, hit the like, and leave a comment so that this stuff gets populated and shown to people who are looking for it, because that's a part of our gift, right? Is to participate and vote with our energy, vote with our subscriptions to what we want to see in the world. That's one. Number two, if you're listening to this on Apple Music or Apple Podcasts, please review. That would be really helpful. I actually need your support. Not from like need, but like I love you guys, and I'm sure you love me too. And a part of this thing keeping going is it being available to more people. So thank you so much. I love you from the bottom of my heart. If you haven't gotten the book, at least grab 3 copies. PrestonSmiles.com/book. I'll see you on the other side.